Hello. In this video, I'm reading a poem I wrote called Whistle Like a Whippoorwill. And this one's for Liz Farris. Dad, you said once all I had to do if I was somewhere lost is whistle like a whippoorwill and you would come find me. Whistle once to let you know I am lost. Whistle twice to let you know I need help. Whistle 3 times to let you know I was okay. When they told me you died, I whistled like a whippoorwill. Once, twice. It took me a long time before I could whistle 3 times in a row. Then I discovered the truth. They had lied. Now I stand outside Int Base. I whistle like a whippoorwill. Once, twice. I will wait to whistle like a whippoorwill 3 times when I run into your arms. Okay. I'm trying not to break down this, trying to think about this because I had to deep dive through some daddy issues to write this. And it was for a good reason, because this is based on the story of Liz Farris, who I've dedicated this poem to. Liz Farris is an ex-Scientologist who's been through the ringer, like most of them. She was a born-in second generation, and her dad, Bob, from what I can gather from the things I've watched about her, she was his pride and joy, and she seems to love him very, very much. And at the age of 24, she came out of the closet. A couple months later, the Church of Scientology called her up and said that her dad was dead. No funeral, no memorial service or life celebration or whatever the fuck they call that. Nothing. Your dad's dead, click bye. Well, fast forward to just a couple months ago, or a month or so ago. So this is early August of 2023, so it was around June time. And she gets a call wanting to know from the Church of Scientology, wanting to know how she was going to take care of her dad's freeloader debt. Okay, a freeloader debt in Scientology is for someone who was on staff or part of the Sea Org who quit for whatever reason. Now, all those services that they received, they have to pay for to get back in good standing with the church. And I'll put church in quotes too. Well, this is an indication that this person that they're trying to get the freeloader debt from blew. You know, they escaped from the Sea Org. And she was like, how can that be? You know, I'll link some videos in the description about her telling her story. How could that be? Because he was dead. Well, she contacted the Headleys, Mark and Claire Headley, because it was in 2004 that she was told that her dad was dead, and the Headleys were working with him at Int Base up until they blew it in 2005. Yeah. So they've been doing some investigations and stuff, and the whistle part, this is where this whistle part comes in. Okay, I don't remember the exact details, but according to what I remember, Liz and her dad Bob would have this whistle thing where they would know where each other was if they were walking or whatever. The details are not important. The important part is when she went outside Int Base the first time she did it, and she heard the whistle back. So she knows the man's still alive. Now, the whistle like a whippoorwill comes from a little semi-embarrassing thing that I did with my online buddy Miss J, we were doing a little thing on poetry, and we were talking about uh, the Skylark, because we were reading Wordsworth's To a Skylark, and then I brought up Whippoorwill because I like the sound of a whippoorwill's whistle, and I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to recreate it here, like I said in that last video, in that one video. But I use that because it's a distinctive whistle, whippoorwill. That's that's how it sounds. And and my own daddy issues I had to go through too, because I got them. I lost my dad. I know I lost my dad, and I've got his dates right here. July 18th of 1997, and I hate to say it, he and I had a falling out the last time we actually saw each other, and I never got to repair it. And I was, at that time, I was going to, and I didn't want to do it over the phone. That's something you don't do over the phone. You do that face to face. So I never got to have that closure with him. And now she isn't either. She's everybody's got issues and stuff. That's all life is, one big fucking issue. But this dude is just, he's a 70-year-old man, and they made him disconnect from his pride and joy daughter just because she's gay. Just because she's gay. Who cares? This is what pisses me off about this organization. Not only the fact that he stole shit, that Hubbard stole shit from my beloved Navy, but they do this shit. Yeah, I'm going to start getting on my soapbox in this part there. Like I said, I will link some videos and stuff in the description. There's she's doing a GoFundMe to help her expenses, and the Save Bob Ferris t-shirts and merchandise. Actually, the proceeds from that goes to her. That's why I got this, Save Bob Ferris, Ferris Bueller stuff. Anyways, writing this poem was tough. By the time I got finished writing it, I was bawling, because I miss my dad. And if I had a chance to see him again, I would take it, just to simply tell him that I love him. And, I realize it takes two to tango, sometimes three, but that's another story. I hope you like this. I could have wrote more. I don't know. It was just an emotional roller coaster going through the, writing this and hearing her story. It just pisses me off. And I hope it pisses you guys off too, because nothing's going to happen until enough people get pissed off because of shit like this to put up enough of a stink that those in power actually do something. Get the balls, the political will to do something. And it starts with one voice, one whistle. And then maybe you'll hear it back. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sure there's more I could have said, but just even thinking about this just fucking pisses me off.